Flosstube. Welcome to episode number 6, Flosstube episode number 6 with Stitching with Grammy. My name is Barbara Johns, and I'm already starting to babble. I hope this is an indication of what's going to happen going forward. So anyway, welcome everybody to my channel. It has been, about 3 weeks. I feel like not that I've ever been to an AA meeting, but you know, in the movies they say, "Hi, my name is so-and-so, and I've been alcoholic. It's been X number of days since my I'm a Flosstube-aholic, and it's been 3 weeks since my last Flosstube." Anyway, let's get into it. First, if you are just finding me because of the wonderful shout out from my girls Pam and Stephanie, or Stephanie and Pam from Just Keep Stitching, they shouted me out on their video last Sunday, and I'm telling you what, my inbox, my Instagram, my whatever, I even got an email from Costa Rica wanting project bags. So I'm really excited. Thank you all for finding me. If anybody needs project bags, holla at your girl. So I'm taking those orders and getting them out as quickly as I can. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, again, welcome to new timers, and welcome to those of you who've been here since day one. In the 5 other Flosstube episodes I've had, now we're at number 6. So I decided, since I have 2 number 5s, because counting is hard, that I got a little bored so I can keep track of what episode we're on. So this is number 6, so welcome. See, I have some 2 finishes, the one I got at the retreat as my exchange, and my other fall, that one, is my Starbucks cup. So go back and look at the previous video and you'll see me talk about all of those. So I don't have any fall smalls myself, so I'm putting up those that I do have. So anyway, again, thank you, welcome. Here we go. I don't have a whole lot to talk about as far as life updates. Same old, been working a lot with fiscal year end. In the new fiscal year, I have a hair. Sorry about that. Hold, please. Anyway, I'm just doing a lot of work, getting ready for the new fiscal year that we're in. Because I have so many more followers and subscribers and people asking about bags, I'm trying to think of a way to get it all in one location. So I'm thinking, it's not done yet, but I'm thinking about opening a Stitching with Grammy Facebook page, so that if you ever want to look and see what bags I have in stock, if you want to order a special one, send me fabric and I'll sew it, whatever. I don't have that done yet, but in the future, rather than do an Etsy shop right now, I might try the Facebook page, and then if that gets going, maybe I'll open Etsy, but there's a whole lot of fees involved, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, I will keep you updated. From there, let's go. I don't have any FFOs, unless you count my project bags, but those don't count. They're not stitching, you know. And I don't have any finishes either, because I had 7 starts. 7! I had 7 starts, and I'll explain that in a minute. So first, let's look at, we're going to just jump right in here, okay, friends? We're going to jump right in and talk about, and I've got notes down here, so I'm trying to keep my notes as I'm going on. The reason I knew I had 7 starts and it was pretty easy, excuse me, I'm going to take off my jacket because and I'm filming on a day we missed the housewives because Chelsea wasn't feeling good, but I had to wear the shirt anyway. It's, you know, anyway. I don't know if any of you guys caught Sherry, the Colorado Stitcher. She did a Flosstube, and I think it came out today, I want to say, or yesterday. And she talked about her book of days. And she got the new one for FY22. I said FY, that's fiscal year, 2022, calendar year 22. She talked about getting her book of days, and she took it to Office Max or Office Depot or Staples somewhere, and had it spiral bound on the sides so that she can open it up and lay it flat and turn it backwards, you know, like you do a spiral bound book. She showed some of her sampler patterns that she had that done too. So I showed you guys once before I got a new planner, and it was a teal colored one, and it had a day spread or a monthly spread, and then it had a week at a glance. There was too much to it. I just wanted one that just had a, whoopsie, I got too much here, that just had a 1 month at a glance, kind of like the Book of Days has. So I found this. It's another Ray Dunn, and it's 17 months, so it started in August. I obviously didn't pick it up in August. I didn't pick it up until October, but I kind of like it because it's, my sticker game is not as good as Stephanie's, but I got some stickers, but I got a whole bunch of information written down, and the pink highlight is something that I started, so that way I can keep track and know where my starts are. Obviously, I didn't highlight anything as a finish or an FFO because I don't have any. Eventually, I want to keep a count over here of how many like bags I make, because right now I don't know. Maybe I can go through the PayPal invoice. Well, I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know, because some people pay cash at a retreat for them, so I don't have a count right now of how many bags I've made. So maybe eventually with this I'll be able to do that. So that was my October, and now we're into November, and you see there's 4 highlights already. So anyway, let me talk about a little bit. I'm going to take this, just like Sherry did. I'm going to take it and have the spine cut off and have them put it on a spiral for me. So that'll be a lot easier to flip back and forth and lay it out flat so that I can keep track. When I stitch in my Lazy Boy, I have a laptop, like one of those lap desks. Not a laptop, but a lap desk with a clip-on light with a magnifier, and it goes right on my lap. Well, usually I just lay this out open on that, and then my stitching stuff is on top of it, and that way I can keep track. It's open. I can just write it down every single day I work on something. So it's just becoming a habit, and you practice bad habits, they become bad habits. You do good habits, and so 21 days you're supposed to get a habit. So I'm trying to get in the habit. So anyway, that's my Book of Days, my version. So the whip that I've been working on that wasn't a new start. This is one that I've shown you from day one. When I first started my Flosstube, I had already started this. Here's all the pretty colors. This one, I'm sure you guys all know. It's Winter Rose Manor. Now, I'm doing mine on a 40 count Brenda's brew with most of the called for colors except for what's inside of this, because I couldn't find that. And then instead of conch, like a conch shell, that color is not as pink. So I'm using Meredith Pink, I believe is the name of the color. It's a Weeks Dye Works Meredith Pink. And the lighting in here is really not going to show you the difference, because then my conch color, to me the conch is more like a putty. It's not really pink. And it might be the difference in dye lots since Brenda did the original, but let me see if we can do it this way. See how this clearly is not pink, it's tan. And this is the Meredith Pink, this is pink. So I'm going to do my house in this color. The other change that I made, and I think Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch changed hers as well. Instead of roasted marshmallow, which is supposed to be the white, I'm doing toasted marshmallow. And this is the bright white, and the bright white. there's a discrepancy. Roasted in this, this does not look like snow. This looks more like snow. So I'm doing my white in toasted marshmallow, Classic Color Works, rather than a roasted marshmallow, because that's not even close to being yellow. So anyway, here's mine, what I got done so far. I was working up on the top, did that little medallion except for a color that I'm missing on the inside. And then I worked on the fence this week. I built a fence. So I'm almost at the gate, and then I can almost get to the house. And I had the border all done a year ago when I first started this. I had the border all done. And then I just kind of put it away because squirrel, I found other things that I wanted to do. So this is my Winter Rose Manor, and the reason I'm getting work on it again is because Annabella's is the Etsy shop. Elaine is the proprietor. We do a Zoom. If you're interested in participating, check out Annabella's Flosstube. She has a Flosstube. I'll put the information below. But on Tuesday nights, we do a Zoom stitch along to work on the Winter Rose Manor. Now, she's not going to kick you out if you aren't stitching this, but that's primarily it's to get us working on this project. And I'm so glad I heard her talk about it on her Flosstube, because mine was just lingering in a whip pile, and I really like it. And this forces me every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock to be there and work on it. So I'm kind of enjoying that. So come and join us. It's a lot of fun. So that's Brenda Gervais' Winter Rose Manor. And I won't zip it, but I got to throw it back in the bag because I don't know if you guys understand how much goes into making a Flosstube and how much of a mess you can make if you don't at least put it back in the bag together. Sometimes, sorry, I'm zipping some of them because I don't want stuff to fall out. Okay, so that was my whip. Then everything else that I started were new starts, okay, that I worked on a lot. The next one, and now that I threw this down here, hold please. The next one is a stitch along that I'm hosting a Zoom with the Happy Little Stitch Shop. And this is a stitch along that they decided to start. And it happens to also be a Brenda Gervais. And it's the Brick House Sampler. So when I started this on Wednesday night, my Zoom starts at 7:30 Eastern Time with the Happy Little Stitch Shop. If you perhaps aren't part of the Happy Little Stitch Shop, it's a Facebook group. I've talked about them before. You can join that. But if you're working on this sampler, hop in on with us. Let me know. Send me a message, and I'll let you know the Zoom link so you can come and join us. But this is the work that I got done. What I got done. When I started Wednesday night, I just had those first two spots here. So I finished the tree. I put one of the little dogs in, started the grass, leafy, whatever these are, and then started this block. So what I'm trying to do is work my way up so that I can stitch that bird, one of them anyway, and then I'm going to go to the house. But this is my start. I've only worked on this twice. But again, when you have a stitch along and you do a Zoom, when other people join you and hold you accountable to see what you're getting done, I think it really helps because then we're able to all motivate each other and keep each other on track. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. Now, when I was looking at this pattern, and Brandy, hi Brandy, we talked about this last week in our Zoom, that to me, there's something missing in this pattern. And I love Brenda Gervais. I love everything that she does with Thy Needle. It's so beautiful. I don't want to take anything away, but to me, it's missing a border. Don't you guys think it's missing a border? So what I'm going to do is see the beautiful colors that are in the bottom. I'm going to take this, and then my Winter Rose Manor, I'm going to add a border like this here, and then along the top, and then along the sides, on 3 of the sides of this pattern. And I'm going to alternate the 3 colors of these 3 flowers. The blue, this orangish color, and this burgundy color. I'm going to alternate those in this pattern here. Along this side, up along the top, and then along the bottom. And then not do it around here because this is enough. Don't you think that would look so cool? That's what I'm going to do, because to me it just looks like it needs a border. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. Anybody else want to join me on that? Let's do it. So this is with Annabella's. Contact Elaine for Winter Rose Manor for that stitch along and that zoom. And then contact me either in the comments below or send me an email at stitchingwithgrammy@gmail.com, or that might be the best because then I can email you the link and then we can work on this Brickhouse Sampler Zoom. Okay? So, and that is in, that other one was a fat quarter shop bag, but this is the bag. I know it's not Halloween. I know Halloween's over, but these fabrics are just too cute. So I'm going to keep using this. And this is a creative country girl. Tammy Blaylock is her last name. Last time I could not think of her last name to save my life. But that's her, TammyBlaylock.com. That's Creative Country Girl. And it's her project bag that I got at the Stitch Etc. retreat. So that's that. So let me put that away. And there's that. And I'll put this down here out of our way. Okay, so that was my first start that I had since my last Flosstube. The next one that I had is called Waiting for the Harvest. Waiting for the Harvest is in Plum Street Sampler. Excuse me, Blackbird Designs, Winds of Autumn book. And it's called Waiting for the Harvest. It's just a small because I want some more fall smalls, right? Okay, but I decided I didn't want to do just all black, and I think that called for onyx, and I don't want to do just onyx. So I ended up doing Blackbird for the black. I'm doing this on 28 count Monaco coffee tea dyed by me. I'm doing Blackbird for the black. I'm doing Pumpkin Pie for the pumpkins, and Weeping Willow I'm doing for the green around the pumpkins. So I'm going to give mine a little bit of color. So here's what I have so far. The B for Barbara and Barb Adams. So I'm just going to leave the B. And in the pattern, I can't show you the pattern, but I'll show you this. It has an A for Adams. Well, guess what? My middle name is Ann, so mine's going to be Barbara Ann. So I'm going to keep the B and the A. But here's the color. I'm going to do the green for the stems, and then I'm going to do the pumpkin color for the pumpkins. So that's my Waiting for the Harvest. And that's where I am on that one. I'm making a pile down here so that they're out of our way. Okay, so that was my next start. Are you keeping count? Okay, so number 3. Oh, this one. This one I showed you a picture of it, and Jamie that sat at my table at the last retreat here in Lansing, Michigan. She's the one that got me inspired to do this, and I've worked on it quite a bit. Sorry for the glare. But it's called All Hallows Eve, and it's Layla Studios All Hallows Eve. Isn't that cute? So this was done, the called for fabric, and this fabric is called Ancient. And when I ordered the pattern, they didn't have any Ancient. So I decided that I was going to stitch it on a fabric that I got at that retreat, Fabrics by Stephanie, and I showed you this in my last video. And she calls it a test die. It's 46 count test die. And she was just practicing on it, so there will never be another one like it out anywhere. But I strategically placed it so it looked like a cloud. And so I've kind of stitched this like almost in the middle of the piece of fabric, but that's okay. So I will show you what I got so far. Because there's a lot of onyx in here, and onyx is a hard one to find, and I didn't want to use it all up, I decided to change my kitty cat from the black cat that's in the pattern. That's the black cat. I changed her up a little bit. I got the corn stalks almost done. The bird's done. The moon's done. So I just was going to put the witch in and the cauldron, and then I would be done. But Halloween's over. So unless I get a wild hair, I will probably be putting this away, even though it's pretty. And I might cut, because like I said, I wanted it near that spot so it looked like the moon and a cloud around the moon of that purplish color. So I got a bunch more 46, so I will probably cut her out now that I know how big it's going to be. I will cut it out, and then I will have some of this 46 count. And you know, if anybody would have told me a year ago that I'd be stitching on 46 count and loving it, I'd have called them a liar. But once you do it, and I have clip-on glasses and I have a magnifying light. If I have both of those, then I also have bifocals. It's not bad. I know Sherry, the Colorado cross stitcher, also talked about that today in her video. That until you try it, just try it. Even if it's a one color, like a monochromatic, something simple that all is one color, just try it and see if you like it. If you do like it, you use your magnification if you need it, just try it and you will love it. Trust me. So I'm gonna put this away. This is in my little one of my Halloween with the skeletons. So I added this. Annie the Proper Stitcher made this for the Stitch etc. retreat. And so it has a little skeleton kind of dancing at the bottom. So I thought that would be appropriate on this bag. So this is going to get put away probably until I feel Halloweenish again. I don't know. But I will cut off some of this 46 count so I can use it for something else because I love it. So anyway, that's that. And I'm having a struggle with the zipper here. Okay. So that was start number 1, 2, 3. And so that one, I worked on that almost all of the last week of October because I wanted to get it done by Halloween. And that didn't happen. So I worked on that. Then I had a start for my November 1st start. And I'm going to show you what the start was because I got busy doing project bag sales and I'm losing my needle here. So this is all the start I got on it. This is also a 46 count colonial parchment, also Fabrics by Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. I love this fabric. So I didn't get a whole lot done, but I wanted to start in the middle of this because doing the math, it's really going to come to the edge. So I don't want to run out, so I want to start in the middle on the top and go out to make sure that I have enough. So what I'm doing, this is part of the floss that's called for in here, but I just pulled the floss out for just the borders first, and I put a picture of it on my Instagram, and oh my gosh, these colors, one of them is untwisted, but you'll get the gist of it. They're so beautiful. And this is just the border. These are just for the border. Aren't they gorgeous colors? And they're DMC. These are on my floss drops that I made. And this is all DMC. I just took it off, put it on here and twisted it, and then retwisted them in together. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. Okay, so you guys want to see what the pattern is? My girls, the Twin Peak Primitive girls, they are kicking out some patterns. This one, I don't know when it came out, but I love it. And Holt plays, I don't know what happened to my front page. Here we go. It's my girls, the Twin Peak Primitives, the first Thanksgiving. And that beautiful colors are this border. And you can see I just got that little tiny bit in the center started. That's it. But isn't that gorgeous? This picture, this camera is not doing this justice at all, and I don't think this picture does either. But that's my start, and I'm sticking to it. I have no illusions of getting it done before this Thanksgiving. That's not going to happen. I realize that. But it's my November 1st start, and I'm going to plug away at it and get done what I can get done. And then when Christmas stitching starts more, when I get more focused in that, then I can move on from there. So, hold please. Okay, so here's all the rest of the floss. You can't really see because of the print, but all those blues and reds and bright colors that are, there you can see a little bit more. These are the rest of the floss, but I didn't put those on the things yet. So, okay, so that was my November 1st start. And then Tuesday, I did the Winter Rose Manor Zoom again. Then I worked on the brick house again the next Wednesday. Then I started 2 projects. I'm in a ornament exchange with the Happy Little Stitch Shop, and I got to get that one mailed out really quick, so I'm doing that. And then I'm also doing another Santa exchange, and this one is more of a super secret one. I can't even tell you who it's for because it will give it away. So I'm not even going to talk anymore about that. So though that makes, if you're counting, that's 6 starts. My 7th start, Laurie Holt, on her one of her recent floss tubes, Laurie Holt talked about her Sabbath Stitch, and that's something that she does and works on every Sunday. Well, she happened to be in the room with the Happy Little Stitch Shop. Angela does a live once a week. I think it's on Mondays at 1:30 Central Time now. It's her floss tube, and lo and behold, Laurie Holt joins us most of the time. So they got to talking about their Sabbath Stitch or Sunday Stitch. So I decided I was going to pick one out as well. And so today's Sunday, so I just got a little super tiny start on this today. And then I had to go do some other stuff, so I just started the little border at the top. But this is called the Lord's Blessing. And there's a lot of back stitching in there, and the very simple words down at the bottom. And it just, to me, it also has it's all DMC. And it has a little button that's an acorn that goes right there. So I got the little acorn as well. And I'm going to get that all stitched up. I'm so excited. So this is going to be my Sunday stitch. And so I'm thinking that if I have a day that I work on different projects every day, that's going to force me to put my hands on 7 different projects and get more accomplished. At least that's my goal. That's my thinking. Hopefully I'll be able to get, you know, onto more Christmas stuff. I don't think I'll get this one done by Thanksgiving, and I'm keeping this. This is Creative Carol. This is one of the bags that I won, well, the bag I won at the Stitch Etc. retreat, and it's got turkeys on the inside. It's a vinyl front and beautiful fall colors on the back. Again, Creative Carol Designs is the maker, and really cute zipper pull, and it's got a handle. So I thought it was very appropriate. I don't think the first Thanksgiving's going to fit in here like this one will. So right now I'm going to put my Sunday Stitch in this Creative Carol bag. So it fits in there just perfect. So that's that. That's my 7th new start, and that one was today. I also worked on my Santas because I've got to get those done. So I've talked about all my starts, and let's see. Today, yep, I did that. Okay, the plans. As I talked about in my last video, hold please. When I got the All Hallows Eve pattern, I also ordered this pattern. Whoopsie, sorry. I ordered this pattern. And it says, Halloween, I can't, I'm stitching. And remember I told you, this is how it comes. This is the maker, Jordan Purvey. I got it from 123 Stitch. I'm so sorry about the glare. There we go. That's a little bit better. And this is the fabric that I'm going to do it on. Is this beautiful purple. And all the pretty DMCs. Oh, and this light looks terrible with this. I need an assistant like Vanna White. Anyway, these are all the colors I'm doing on this. But, again, it's probably not going to get done anytime soon. It'll come out when the other All Hallows Eve, That Witch, comes out. Because, to me, Halloween's over. It's in another one of my bags that I made. Little project bags. I still have more of these left if anybody's interested in them to put their stuff in for next Halloween. I've got quite a few of these ready to go that I can ship them out right away. So just let me know if you're interested in one of these Halloween bags. The pattern also gives you an option that you can paint the witch, her skin green. And I thought that was cute. So on that purple, I just might do that. Instead of the peachy color, I think I'm going to stitch her in green. Because aren't all witches green? You never know. Anyway, so that's my plan on that one that I talked about last time. Because Halloween is already past, I am not going to do this anymore, but I just wanted to show it again. Again, holler at your girl if you want any of these bags. I got lots of these. Okay, so, more plans. Let's see. I also recently, and I might have had these in stock at my house, the Farmhouse Christmas. I ordered the first 3 blocks. I want to do it all on one together. I'm in no illusion that this is going to get done by Christmas either, obviously. I don't even have the fabric or the floss yet. But I just saw today that they're releasing a fall farmhouse series that's like this. Farmhouse Christmas, and they have a fall farmhouse. So now which one do I start, you know? So anyway, that's on plans, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Let's see, farmhouse. Okay, there's also the Nutcracker series that I got that blue sparkly fabric on. I don't know if I'm going to do that now or not. I don't know. We'll see. Another one that I purchased, and I really love it, is this Feast of Friendship. You guys have all seen it. You guys have all seen people do it. The called for, most of the called for flosses are gentle arts. But I was watching the Sunshine Stitchers on their most recent episode. Gary's going to start this. And Garan Stitchery. Gary and his partner Ronnie have a business, and they do Goodie Bags, and they sell projects or patterns and floss. Well, they've got Vicki Clayton silks, and they got in a floss Vicki Clayton silks floss pack of the silks for that project. And I've never tried these before, and so don't those look beautiful? I'm thinking of trying Vicki Clayton silks on Feast of Friendship. Thanks to Gary from the Sunshine Stitchers. And I've never purchased from them, so I might give them some love and buy something from their shop and try these silks before. I've tried the Classic Colorworks silks. When I did my 'Tis the Season by Blackbird Design, I did that in silks, but I'm going to try this one. It's a lot of silks for that house. Look at the blues. See the blues for that house? The blues, they're so pretty. So, what do you guys think? Should I try it? Should I go for it? Okay, I don't know when. It might be next Thanksgiving. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, that's that. And then today, just today, when I was watching, or it came up on my Facebook feed, if you guys watch Country Cottage, and I'm going to link, once I figure out how to do it, I'm getting better at it, Country Cottage Needleworks, no, not the company, it's White House Stitchery is Heather's business, where she designs patterns. Country Cottage Stitchers. Oh, I'm gonna mess it up. I'll put it below. Her and her mother, Jeanette. Heather and Jeanette. She put out a free pattern today. Oh, come on, let's get some color in here. It's bright. Oh, please, come on. Here, let me do this. That didn't help. Oh, you can't see this picture. You gotta see the picture. Go check it out, because it's her free pattern that she has. It's not gonna show up on the screen. So, it's a free pattern. I didn't print out a very good copy of the... It didn't want to print very well on my printer either. I have the pattern, but I don't want to show it. I want you guys to go find it. She posted it on her Instagram and on her Facebook page. It's White House Stitchery, Crafty Cottage Stitchers, Country... I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it down there. But anyway, I'm going to do it on this color that I dyed, this fabric I dyed. And then it's only got 3 or 4 colors. So this is these are the colors I'm going to do on it. Most of it is just snowflakes. And then the words Merry Christmas. And then the red is like red and white around the outside of the border. And then there's the greenish color and then a lot of red in it. And it just says Merry Christmas, and then there's a snowflake behind it. And it's really cute. I wish I could show you. But my camera doesn't want to pick up this screen because there's too much white in it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Isn't that cute? That is so adorable, Heather. I love it. I'm going to definitely stitch this. So she's, again, White House Stitchery. Heather is the designer, and she put a bunch of them in her Etsy shop. So go check out White House Stitchery in her Etsy shop. But this is a freebie. So I'm going to stitch that up real quick and make an ornament or a little pillow, because I don't have any for my dough bowls for Christmas. So that's in my plans as well. Let me see. What else do we have? I have kitted up my wonderful housewife friends, Priscilla and Chelsea, when I was down there. I bought a whole bunch of their patterns. And so I've kitted up this one, Hello Santa. It's their all jarred up series. And here's the beautiful color. Well, that didn't look very beautiful, did it? Here's the beautiful colors. Some of them. I don't think I have all of them. I'm going to have to go get some more. And I am doing it again on the black 28 count black Monaco that I dyed myself. If you go to the Real Number 5, my video called The Real Number 5, it tells you, I walked you through how to do it, exactly how to dye this fabric to get it to be this dark. And again, I just happen to have it sitting here. This is the dye you want to use. This is the graphite RIT dye for synthetics called graphite. Don't use the one that says chalkboard black or whatever, because it'll come out as gray. You don't want that. You want this deep dark black, and that's what this does. And my number 5 Flosstube tells me all about it, and if you have any questions, reach out. I will be glad to walk you through it. We can FaceTime or Zoom it, I don't care, whatever. So that's another one I'm going to do soon, because I need some more Christmas up here. So the other thing, I was looking for something. This is one of my Laurie Holt bags. This is the Stitch fabric. Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing my Happy Place, but I made a bunch of these for my, when I was selling project bags at the Stitch Etc. retreat. I made a bunch of them, and this one I haven't sold yet, so I decided to put my Laurie Holt project in it. And here is my girl, Crafty Kara, gave me this little Barbie emblem thingy for when we got together before. And there's a little pink sewing machine. So anyway, this is from her Stitch fabric. Isn't it beautiful? I think I didn't cut in. The only, for the Happy Place quilt is based on the Stitch. I also got my own charm pack. And so I think that's what these are. But I had to use this fabric out of my kit. But my girl Angela said she has yardage, and so I can get it replenished. Anyway, I was looking for something, and I was looking through all my whips. And I ran across my flea market flowers. Okay, you guys remember this? I think this was my June Camp Cross Stitch project. I think I was just starting Flosstube around then. StitchCon got in the way. A lot of stuff got in the way, so I didn't get it done. And I was doing it on a 32 count Jobelin. 1/2. That's all I got done. But I didn't really like stitching on it. So, because it's so big, I might pull these out and use these for something else. But I decided... Do you guys know what I'm going to say? I decided... There's a random strand of thread in here. I decided I'm going to get out the good old white Monaco. And I'm going to stitch this on white Monaco, 28 count. 28 count Monaco. And I'm going to try to do it like I was on the tea-dyed one for that Blackbird Design fall one. I want to try to do this over 1 on 28 count Monaco, white, and get these colors to pop over 1, and it'll be so tiny. So it won't be quite so big. This is 32 count over 2. Am I crazy? Do you guys think I'm crazy? I'll keep this one in case I want to go on with it, but I think I'm going to try this. This is where the way it comes. It's like so stiff, but it'll loosen up. I'm going to try it. Okay? Stay tuned. I don't know if I'm going to do this. This is the pattern. See how big that is? You've seen everybody do it. Somebody, finally a farm girl, Chrissy's, oh my gosh, she changed it up for one of her daughters and put a cake in here and words, and it's really cute. But it's big, it's huge. So I just thought I was going to try it on this over one and see what happens. So stay tuned. I don't know when that'll get out and get work done because, you know, it's Christmas. And we're getting into Christmas time. And I want to stitch all the Christmas things. And, you know, I don't want to stitch on flea market flowers right now. I want to stitch on the pretty Christmas stuff. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so another thing, speaking of Christmas, when I was digging through looking for something else, I found this Stitchy Stars. And I started it, and I bought the long paddle from Stitch Etc. It's a blue, it's a long paddle. I don't know what they call it, but I'm going to eventually do this on here. I think I showed you guys this once before. Eventually I'll stitch the stars enough, all the quilt blocks on here and put it on here. But I can do that before 4th of July. That's where I want to do that. But when I pulled this out and started looking, I thought, you know what? Why are we focusing just on red, white, and blue? It's almost Christmas. Let's get some Christmas colors. So, this is one of my little bags. This is the prototype. I'm trying different things, not just the flat. This is the ones that have the bottom so that they'll sit up. They'll sit up. This one had 2 different colors on it. Eventually I'll probably, and then I also did that on the top to make it so that it's, you know, like a makeup bag. And I had somebody order a Starbucks makeup bag because her daughter's not into cross stitch, but she really likes Starbucks, so she's going to do that. So speaking of which, somebody else wanted a smaller Notions pouch, so I made, let me turn this light off. It's not that light that's shining, is it? Anyway, it's a small bag, a Notions bag, and look at the back. It's so cute. So I'm making these as well. This was my first prototype just to see, and it's kind of wonky. It's too little. This, you could throw it in your purse and put coins in it or dollar bills in it. I might throw it in mine just to say I had it. Whatever. I'm not, no. But I got to thinking, I ordered this, you know, everybody's seen the cross stitch clutch, right? Okay, so here's the pattern that you can order, cross stitch clutch. Everybody's all bragging, they're all the rage. But I started looking at this, and I mean, the Starlight Stitching Company, that's great, that's her thing, this is her design. And I read the small print down at the bottom. And it said, this pattern is for personal use. Only products made from this pattern cannot be sold. So if I was to make one of these and somebody say, oh, I want to buy it, I can't. In good conscience, because I read that, I can't use this pattern and make it and have people buy it from me. I won't do that. This is her pattern, her design. This is the one she designed. However, that doesn't mean I can't design my own, and I've got a lot of ideas, and Crafty Kara and I have been talking about it, so I'm going to be making a prototype. I'm going to name it. I got my snap pliers. I got my snaps. So stay tuned. They're not going to be all like this. They're not going to be little and wonky like this, but I'm going to have something to go in my bags that are a little bit different than what we've seen that have been going around, and I'm pretty excited about that. So anyway, that was my little segue into that, but really what I got this out for is I picked up some beautiful Christmassy colors that I'm going to be using to make some holiday stitchy stars as well. So I'm going to use this And I'm going to make this pattern with these colors. I don't know what I'm going to put it on, but we're going to figure it out. Maybe order another board like that that's red or green or white or whatever. I might have another frame. I think I bought a frame. I think I bought a frame from Hobby Lobby for this, but I want to put it on that board instead so I can put the Christmas one in that frame. Stay tuned, because this is Christmas stitching and I'm going to get on this. Okay, so this is Stitchy Stars in the Christmas colors. Okay, yay! Okay, so there's that bag, and I showed you guys those. So let me get this out of the way and see where we are. I talked about all of those little projects. I talked about my project bag plans. Again, I have tons of Starbucks fabric. I got 2 big orders in. So if anybody wants one, please let me know. First come, first serve until I run out, but I've got plenty left right now. I've also got, this fabric is what I put on the outside of the big bags. You might have seen them on Priscilla and Chelsea. I made the bags for them, and they shouted me out after our Stitch Etc. retreat for the Starbucks bags. So, I know I've gotten some orders. People have placed some orders, so those are the ones that are going out that have been shipping out recently. So anyway, if you want to order one, let me know. If you want a little pouch like this to go with it, we can do that as well. I will keep you updated on my other accessory as soon as I get it. I will put it on Instagram so everybody can see it. Quilting. I haven't really talked a lot about quilting. I told you about this behind me, how I want to get one for fall. Then I got busy making project bags, so I didn't get one done for fall. But I also have layer cakes, is what they call the 10.5-inch squares, are called layer cakes. I've got a Christmas ones too that I want to get up there. In that same pattern, it's really quick, really easy to do. So, with that being said, let me show you. This is a different quilt pattern. Angela on a Happy Little Stitch Shop showed this pattern, and she was wanting somebody to do it with her. In the meantime, there's a couple people who have ordered it and did it with the Halloween fabrics. And it looks very difficult, but it's not. It's not really that difficult. It just looks the way you sew these blocks together and how you cut them out and then sew them. I can't wait to do this. And I am going to use, this is, this fabric selection. I have the little thing here. I don't see it now. Hold, please. It's called Snowed In by Melissa Peterson, I think is her name. I'm pretty sure that's her name. And it's really a cute line of fabric. This is going to be the white background. You saw in the pattern, a lot of it is the white background. You can see a little bit down here. Isn't that gorgeous? A lot of it's the white background, so this is what I'm going to use as the white background. That's going to be here very soon because I just ordered it. But look at these. I won't show you all of them, but look at these prints. There's so many in aqua. In the aqua colors. Look at this one. This one I think I'm doing the binding in. This colorway. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And then they've got all the light green, or you know, chartreuse limey green colors in the same prints. The flowers. Isn't this gorgeous? This is gonna make a very beautiful cake or quilt cake. Here it is in the red colorway. Melissa Peterson, Snowed In, I think that's her name. Heather Peterson, something like that. Snowed In is the name. Here's more red. Then they've got it in the gray colorway. And finally, this is so pretty, the black. And I'm not usually a black person, but this is gorgeous. You know, not to have just the whole thing, but every so often have some blocks with mostly the white back. Oh my god, it's going to be so fun. So anyway, that is my only quilting thing that I got new. I still have the Vintage Happy Place quilt that I haven't even started. And I also have the Vintage Christmas that I got too, and I haven't even started that. I am so... Why am I buying more to sew? But I had to do that. It's so beautiful. I had to do it. So that is that quilt, and that's my plans as far as quilting goes. Heather Peterson is her name. Riley Blake is the manufacturer, and it's called Snowed In is the name of it. And I have the little card right here I was going to show you. Anyway, I'm getting myself all flustered. Okay, so did any of you guys, this was my girl Chantel. She is, excuse me, let me move this out of the way. Chantel, I met her in person at the Stitching with the Housewife, Stitch Etc. retreat. Her name is Chantel's 141 is her Flosstube and her Instagram. And she has 141 Design Company is their Etsy shop. And she has Flosstube and Instagram. And I'm telling you guys, if you are Laurie Holt lovers and you've seen the Quilty Barn, pattern, you have got to go watch her Flosstube, and you've got to go check out her Etsy shop, because look at these barns. Look at the barns, people. She also has a tutorial that just came out. That helps a little bit. She has a tutorial that just came out that will teach you how to paint that barn that way. Her and her husband have a wood company. He's a furniture builder, and they live in Williamston, Michigan, not too far from here. I believe in an old fire station, I think so. I think I heard that's what Chantel said. But so they have remodeled the fire station or whatever, and that's where they live. But they also do this laser wood cutouts, and they're very thin wood, but to give it the dimension of that roof and that window, and then I cut off the top of the silo, but it's two different pieces. Like the barn is flat, and then you add this roof part on, and you add the window, and then there's another part up here that you put the top of the silo to give it definition, and then you can mount your cross stitch on top of it. And she put presents in it and did it for Christmas. You go check her out and look at her past ones. She did ghosts for Halloween and big houses, and their company is really good. So go check her out. Again, it's Chantel 141 Design Company on Etsy, and Chantel's 141 on Flosstube and Instagram. So go check her out, okay? Tell her I said hi. One other thing, that last Flosstube, and this one's almost an hour. I'm gonna wrap it up real quick, I promise. But I didn't get to it last time. But the Happy Little Stitch Shop has a Laurie Holt club, and in this Laurie Holt club, we did a swap. And I know you guys remember me working on the kaleidoscope in the fall colors that I did, and I sent it to my secret swap person. Well, it ended up being Celeste from Celeste Creates. Hi, Celeste! I don't think she's shown that gift on her Flosstube yet. I wish she would, because it was so pretty, and I just want to see her talk about it and see how much she loves it. I coordinated a Zoom get together, and we all opened our gifts at the same time, and she had a big smile when she opened it, so I know she appreciates it, but it would be nice to see her, talk about it. But anyway, I didn't have time last time to show you the goodies that I got from my secret stitchy person. Her name is Cindy Lou. Hi, Cindy. Nice to say hi to you. I hope you're watching. She sent me this beautiful card. Look at the quiltiness on there. Isn't that gorgeous? All those wooden spools and the old tomato and the old scissors. Isn't that beautiful? So it's a beautiful card. And inside it are the coveted, one thing she put in there is, these are on back order. They've been on back order for the longest time. And then she also included the So Simple shapes called Bloom. She included that, and these go inside here, and I keep them in my Laurie Holt quilt binder with all my goodies. But she also made me 4 design boards. She made them. Yay! These aren't purchased from Fat Quarter Shop. She made these. Thank you so much, Cindy. I had never had them before. And Cindy wasn't on, I don't think she came on, I don't think she was on the Flosstube at the time. Some people couldn't make it. So, or not Flosstube, on the Zoom. So, I just wanted to let you know, Cindy, that I did get these, and I appreciate them so much. I keep one of these on my little lap desk with my calendar, my, book of days, so to speak, and so I keep that on there, and then I put one in with some of my travel bags when I go to my stitchy get-togethers. So, I just wanted to say publicly, thank you, Cindy. I really appreciate it, and they're going to come into really good use. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's that. Let me see. Another finishing stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen I'm going to pick up my phone again and show you a picture. Stitching with the Housewives is called Hallows Christmas. It's a new pattern that was just released. It should be hitting stores very soon. If it's not already. And I'm sorry, this is like... There you go. Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus with the banner that says Christmas and little deer and trees and stuff underneath them. Okay, and then you see the board on top. Okay, Priscilla told everybody, I don't know how many of you guys have watched her, but she told everybody, go to Hobby Lobby and get this because you're going to need it. So guess what? It wasn't out here around where I am in the Lansing area of Michigan, but I found it! I finally found one. So, I'm going to get that stitch, and I'm going to put that stitch right there. It's Merry Christmas. I just went into Hobby Lobby, 2 different Hobby Lobbies, and they have lots of them. So, in your area, check again, because they just might not have been put out yet. I went into Lansing area, got a new Hobby Lobby. So, I was at that one on the west side. And so, TJ Maxx is right next door. So, when I go and try to find my Ray Dunn goodies, I happen to go down their other aisle, and they're starting to slowly put out some Christmas. And so I got 2 of these. But I didn't get it for this. This is going to be for a finish. I'm going to put some cross stitch on here. Wouldn't that be cute? You can hang it up with like a Santa ornament, put a cross stitch Santa. Or a snowman, or whatever. Some of those stitchy stars, maybe. Whatever. I just thought they were cute. They're like gift tags, and they're already painted a cute color. Just take off all this crap that's on it. Put your stitching over it, or put the stitching over this, because then you wouldn't have to put it down as far. That's what I'm going to do. Or maybe put a coat of this color paint, whatever. It's so cute. So cute. Hold, please. I'm almost done, I promise. Let me see. Another gal that was at the Stitching with the Housewives, Stitch, etc. retreat. I also had so much stuff in that last video. It was so long, I had to cut things out. And I even forgot to talk about this. So I didn't cut it out. I just didn't get a chance to get to it. So, made by Tanya Hughes. If that's not how you pronounce it, Tanya, I'm very sorry. But she gave these out to us. There's a little magnet on the side, right inside here. And this is a little Ort container or a little garbage. And if you have something metal, the little magnet will stick on and it'll hold it up. Like if you have one of those book stands by Laurie Holt or one of the Stitch Etc. boards that we got that's metal that you have to put your pattern or whatever on, this will stick right to it and you put your orts or little trash or whatever you want in it. Well, Miss Tanya, she made these. She gave me, and I haven't opened them, two, not one, but two little goodie bags. This is just one of the things she makes. There's other things in here, and I don't know what's in the bags, but I'm going to add these in my 2 giveaways that we're going to do for this week. I'm going to add these to it. So, Tanya, she put her business card on the inside. I don't have a copy of her card, but again, here's her name, and I know she's on Facebook. So shout her out, find her, and say hi. She's from California, and if you saw any of the footage or pictures or whatever from the Housewives retreat where they were in Las Vegas at the Embroidery Guild of America, whatever that was, the retreat they were at in Vegas, Tanya was in some of those pictures, so I know she was out there too, because she lives out in California and doesn't have any stitching friends by her. So show her some love. I'm going to send these in with our next goodies. Speaking of giveaways, are you guys ready? The giveaways for last week were a coffee bag, and the other one was, whoopsie, a mermaid bag. Okay? So, I'm going to enter the video for our winners here. Hello, Flosstube friends. Welcome to my next giveaway. I am going to be entering the 2 magic phrases into our YouTube random comment picker so that we can give away these project bags. The first one, I'm going to say coffee is our magic word. And I'm going to scroll down and we're going to get the comments. And we had 21 people that used the word coffee. So now let's start and pick a winner. Triple M Stitching, congratulations! You are the winner of the coffee project bag. Congratulations! Okay, here we go for bag number 2. Bear with me. Whoopsie, well, wrong way. I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding my camera with the other hand and my stand is broken, or not broken, but it's not wanting to cooperate. So I'm doing this one-handed. So let's go up here and we're going to switch this word to mermaid. And M-A-I-D. And we are going to get our comments. We had 20 comments that said the word mermaid. So let's pick a winner, shall we? Cynthia Vang, you are the winner of the mermaid project bag. Again, congratulations, Cynthia. You are going to win the bag. So for these winners, please make sure you send me an email to stitchingwithgrammy@gmail.com. I will link it below in the description box. Thank you for participating. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, so congratulations, Triple M Stitching. The coffee bag makes me want to brew a cup, and I love the mermaid bag. Well, guess what, Triple M Stitching? You're going to get this beautiful coffee bag. So, send me an email, stitchingwithgrammy, no spaces, all lowercase, stitchingwithgrammy@gmail.com. send me an email and get me your address, and I will get this out in the mail to you. Thank you so much. That is the coffee bag. And Cynthia, you were the big winner of the mermaid bag. Again, get your address to stitchingwithgrammy@gmail.com, and I will get this in the mail to you as soon as possible. I also want to let everybody know, I got to put them on there. Every bag from now on that I make, that I send out, will have some type of an angel charm on it. Because I want the person who receives the bag, whether they buy it from me at a retreat, at a vendor table, whether they win it off of my Flosstube, or they buy it from me in a hotel room at a retreat because I don't sell them at a vendor event. Whatever, however you buy it. If you order it from me, I'm going to have an angel charm on it because I want the person who gets it to be blessed. So that is going to be a Stitching with Grammy exclusive. Probably not exclusive, but they're all going to have a charm and an angel charm on them. So these were our winners. Again, congratulations to Triple M and Cynthia. Want to know what these bags are for this week? Are you ready? Okay. Since we're still in fall, I'm going to do a fall bag. Pumpkin bag. So why don't we say pumpkin? That's the first one. Then we know we're getting into Christmas. And I had a gal who ordered one of these from me. I posted a bunch of the fabric that I have available. I got a whole bunch of beautiful Christmas fabric in. And so I posted the Christmas fabric that I have on my Instagram, stitching_with_Grammy on Instagram. And she reached out to me and ordered it. And so when I made hers, I also cut enough to make another one. So this is our bag number 2. Again, the angel, and this has a little mitten on it as well. So this is bag number 2. Isn't it cute? It's got holly on the inside, holly on the outside, and holly in the back. And these are as Stephanie said, squishy, quilty, squishy, squishy. I like to quilt the back of mine. My friend Crafty Cara says that my bags could put your eye out. I don't know if I'd say that. I don't know if they're that hard, but I like a stiffer bag. So they're not so flimsy and floppy. I've also got, I think it's the 20 gauge vinyl. So it's substantial. These are going to hold up. Some of them are the 16 gauge. This one's a little bit the vinyl's not as thick, but I like to use the thicker ones. So anyway, pumpkin and holly. Pumpkin and holly are our 2 giveaway bags for this week's episode number 6. Screenshot. Capture this screenshot. Thumbnail. So anyway, if you guys are interested in winning these, please like my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Yes, Pam and Steph sent a bunch of you here, but tell your friends. I want a lot more subscribers. I want you guys active in the comments. Comment our words pumpkin or holly or both. Use them in a funny sentence. We had some funny sentences about mermaid and coffee in the last one. But like my channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Tell your friends, share this channel, let everybody know that we're here. And I usually give away 2 bags in each episode. So some people wait till they get to this big miraculous milestone to give something away. I'm giving them away. Come on, people. Like and subscribe and show the love. And if you want more bags, I gotta have more people liking and subscribing so we can continue to give away these wonderful bags. So You have to be 18. You have to say those magic words, pumpkin and holly. And I need your address, so you have to be 18. That's why. Don't say win, don't say giveaway, don't say prize, don't say any of those words that the bots will use to search us out. We don't want any of that. I want these to go to people who stitched, who will use them. And that's about all I can think of for this giveaway. So, good luck, everybody. So, I want you also in the comments to tell me, this is a big debate. A lot of people are talking about this in their floss tubes, and I want you guys to chime in on mine as well. When do you guys decorate for Christmas? When do you decorate for Halloween? Do you go from Halloween then to Christmas? Or do you go following? Do you do fall and Halloween and then put Halloween away and keep fall till Thanksgiving? Are you a following? I don't know. Or do you say Halloween's over, Christmas is here, boom, done, let's go? In my house, I wait because I want Thanksgiving to be Thanksgiving. I don't want a Christmas tree up when I'm eating turkey and stuffing. To me, that just doesn't work that way. However, as soon as that turkey's done and the pumpkin pie is all gone and we've gone to bed with the turkey coma and we get up the next day, I don't go Black Friday shopping. I do Christmas decorating. So, for a while I kind of fell out. I hated Christmas. It just, the families, we don't have family anymore. My mom passed away and I just didn't, But last year when I got back into stitching, something about stitching Christmas and wanting to decorate, to put your cross stitch out and do that, got me back in the spirit. And last year my grandkids loved it. So now I'm decorating for my granddaughters. So that's the important thing to me is, and I will put some pictures in of our last Christmas because I got everybody the buffalo plaid pajamas, so we all had matching pajamas on and put the tree up, and my granddaughters were so cute. And for Christmas dinner, I made lasagna because we did turkey for Thanksgiving, so we wanted something different that we haven't done. And I didn't have my dad and my brother and my sister. It was just me and my kids and their significant others and my grandkids, and it was wonderful. But I made lasagna, a regular hearty, meat, tomato sauce type lasagna, and a seafood lasagna. First time I ever made that. It was so good. So anyway, I'll stop talking about food, but answer in the questions below. Comment, please, everybody join in and get, talk to each other, amongst each other in the comments below. Tell me, when do you decorate? What is your routine of decorating? Do you do fall, then Halloween, then put the Halloween away and keep fall out until Thanksgiving is over, and then do Christmas? Or are you like a lot of people, including Priscilla, if you saw her Instagram, that's all like full-blown Christmas. Who cares about the turkey? It's full-blown Christmas. So I would be interested to know from all my followers and subscribers what you guys do for decorating for Christmas. So let me see if I have anything else. Oh, meet and stitch. Don't forget. That's what my whole closing thing is, to meet and stitch. We had a meet and stitch, and I'll put a little picture. There were just 3 of us. But it was also, when I scheduled this one for October, I thought Michigan and Michigan State played the football game on the 23rd, so I didn't schedule our meet and stitch in Lansing, because I knew the game was at home in Lansing rather than at U of M. So I didn't schedule it. Well, then, guess what? The game wasn't that day. It was the 30th. And I had already said on my last Flosstube, hey, the 30th, go. So we had to have it. So you'll see in the picture that I'm going to attach here or somewhere that the 3 of us got together and all of our friends at Spartan Stadium, because I had my iPad, and we watched just the tail end of the game because we got there at 2 o'clock, which is about halftime. And so I kind of waited because, we weren't huge football fans, but we still wanted to know, the outcome of the game. We're from Lansing. So anyway, we watched the tail end of the game, and it was so exciting to be there at the Lansing Mall watching it on my iPad and cross-stitching at the same time. So it was a lot of fun. And U of M, sorry, but Michigan State did win that game. So, yay. So anyway, the next two, I'm going to tell you the dates of our next two meet and stitch in Lansing at the Lansing Mall Food Court. There aren't a whole lot of stores left in the Lansing Mall, so there's not a lot of crowds. So just come bring some projects and come stitch with us. It's a lot of fun. No pressure. Even if you don't want to stitch, if you just want to come and chit chat and drink a cup of coffee, whatever, come join us. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to work on a certain project. You don't have to be at a certain level. In fact, at this next one, I will be teaching someone who is a walker who lives in the area and comes and walks the mall for exercise. She came over a couple months ago and said, "What are you guys doing?" And so we explained it to her. And she's coming back. She went and got a little kit at the store, and she's going to come back, and I'm going to teach her how to cross-stitch at our meet and stitch. So come and join us. If you have friends that want to learn how, or just bring them along. Come and teach your friends how to stitch with us. So the next meet and stitch is from 2 to 5, Saturday, November 20th. That's the weekend before Thanksgiving. From 2 to 5 at the Lansing Mall in the food court. If you go around behind the mall, there's not a whole lot of parking the mall's about dead. But you go around behind where the theaters are, and then if you go in the door where the theaters are and look towards the mall, the food court is right there. And that's where we are sitting, and you'll be able to find us. That's November 20th. And then they're scheduled for December, which is December 18th from 2 to 5, same place, Lansing Mall Food Court. So these are the weekends before the holidays, and it's on Saturday from 2 to 5. So get a break or come and send your husband or significant other shopping for Christmas presents, and you can come stitch with us. So sounds like a plan to me. So anyway, hopefully you've got somebody in your area where you live that you can schedule a meet and stitch with, whether it be a retreat or a group of stitchy friends or just one stitchy friend. Like this weekend, coming up next weekend, state employees have Veterans Day off. That's a Thursday. I work 4/10s, so I have Fridays off. So I'm having a long weekend, and I'm going to go down to Anderson, Indiana to visit my stitchy friend, Crafty Kara. So I'm going to be down there. We're working on a super secret project. That's not super secret, but it's going to be a project that we're going to send to the Steel City Stitchers. So, super secret project that is not a secret. We're sending them to the Steel City Stitchers before the retreat. So I want to get them to them before Christmas time so they got time to use them and enjoy them and spread the word. So anyway, I'm gonna go down and meet up with my stitchy sister down in Anderson, Indiana, for a little bit of stitchy get together. So anyway, if any of you have any questions, give a holler to me. Place them in the comments below. Reach out to me, stitchingwithgrammy@gmail.com, stitching_with_Grammy on Instagram, or Barbara Kreischer Johns on Facebook. Any way you can get a hold of me, feel free to get a hold of me. And I will catch you all next time. And remember, go meet and stitch. Bye.